Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Miami Comedy Podcast and Happy New Year. Today we're going to be talking about what are your New Year's goals, especially those living in Miami. As locals of Miami, I'll tell you exactly what we want. We want to live the lifestyle, even if we got to fake it till we make it. So that's one of my New Year's goals, is I got to learn how to show off on the gram more. Forget making more money. Forget working my ass off. Forget asking for a raise. I'm just going to start living the life I want to live for just a short moment. That's why Reels and TikTok and YouTube Shorts is only 60 seconds or less, because that's all you got to do to prove to the world you making it big. So this year, one of my big goals is I'm going to start flexing on social media, because I don't got to do all the hard work. All I got to do is be convincing enough, be creative enough. I got a green screen behind me. Do you know what I could do with this? I could be in a penthouse. I could be on vacation. I can be doing whatever I want. And the reel is only 60 seconds. You could just get a flash of me in Milan for 2.5 seconds and you won't even know it's real or not, unless you like tap it right on time. But then next thing you know, you're just engaging with the content. So win. One of the things in Miami that you should be focusing on is how healthy you are. Forget the wealth, because if you're healthy, let me tell you, you're already ahead of the game. If you have six-pack abs and you're not drinking a lot and you're eating well, believe me, you are winning. Everybody's getting drunk. Everybody's doing drugs. Everybody's eating like trash in the middle of the night. But if you're healthy, you're winning. If you're happy and healthy, you're richer than most. That's exactly right. The only thing is that if you're healthy in Miami, no one really cares. How are you going to be living a good life if you can't show it off? You can meditate every single day. You can have one of the most satisfying hobbies. You can live a life that's fulfilling to you. But if you can't show it off, it's just not that good enough. I'm just not impressed on how well you're living. Why isn't there a fancy car? Why isn't there a pool nearby? To live is to perform, they say. You got it. Another thing that I want to do for New Year's is I want to make anything that's a vice or unhealthy for me, and I just want to flip it and find the positive. And so that way I can make up the narrative in my head. So if I spend a lot of money at the club, I could just say I'm making a lot of friends and socializing. I'm expanding my network by clubbing. I know the bouncer and DJ now. I spent 10 grand on bottles, but at least I made friends that can get me in for free so I can spend more money. If I got a drug problem, I could say it keeps me active. It allows me to have a good time and allows me to reduce stress for the time being. I had a rough day, so I deserve to get blackout drunk tonight. Whatever narrative that I can fit in my head, I'm going to be better at doing that in 2024. I'm going to spend less time in Miami traffic. If you really add up the math, you're probably spending 10% or more stuck in traffic in Miami. And I say,
no more.
I don't want to be stuck in traffic this year in Miami. So I'm going to do anything and everything in my power to stay indoors as much as I can. If a friend wants me to come over for a dinner date, how about we do it on Zoom? If I want to go clubbing, I'll ask a friend to go live on their phone so that I can listen to the music to see if it's good enough before I go. What's that? House music? Man, I've been listening for 30 minutes. There's no reggaeton playing. I'm not going. Bam, right there. You just save yourself 20 minutes of driving there. Find ways to stay at home as much as you can. And that's a very difficult thing to do. Why? Because us as Miamians, we always suffer FOMO. We always suffer about what happens if I miss out? What happens if the party is so lit, I'm not there? Here's what you do. You got to have moles in the game that will send you information. And they got to be reliable moles, all right? I'm not talking about the people as, girl, you should come out. It's amazing tonight. Give me the proof. Send me a photo. Show me one of the guys you're dancing with. Let me hear what the music's playing. Let me see the bartender make a cocktail. You got to get clues. And then once you have enough evidence, you'd be like, you know what? It's looking pretty good. I'm on my way. But if one thing goes wrong, is he serving you a single instead of a double? Oh, hell no. That ain't my type of bartender. Is that you dancing with a guy with a scruffy beard? Oh, hell no. Hey, how's ladies' night? So there's more guys than girls tonight, but I'm sure it'll pick up. I'm good. In 2024, another thing I want to learn how to do is to enjoy spending more time with myself. We're very social here in Miami, and we're always out trying to find a group or a date to go out. If you end up enjoying the time you spend alone, imagine all the money you could save. You don't have to buy anything except treat yourself. You can go out for a cup of coffee and call it a day. You can go to a happy hour, call it a day. But it's once you start socializing, that's when things get a little hectic. You go from 1 drink to 10. You black out and you wake up and then you're in an after party in someone's backyard. You paid the cost and so did your liver. See, the more time you spend being alone in Miami, the more you're going to be able to save money, save time, and cut the bullshit by at least 70%. That's a rough estimate. 70 to 99.9% of the bullshit will be cut if you spend more time alone. So when you go to, I don't know, the South Beach wine and seafood party or whatever the festival they do, you can go there and you just go by yourself, you try all the samples, and you go home and call it a night. Isn't that crazy? It's when you go with a group that seafood wine and festival ends up being a Club Live $500 deep. Hey, Miami, I got another one for you, and this is more of a collective thing. How about we become better drivers? Just put a little bit of effort. It's really easy to be a good driver. Here's what you got to understand. You got to go with the flow. If you disrupt the flow, you're a bad driver. If you're merging in and it's smooth, great job. If you're merging in and you're disrupting, you're not doing a good job. We got to be better drivers. We got to understand that we're going with the flow of traffic and there's more people there. But here's the thing. I know for a fact that we might attempt to be better drivers, but what we really want is for other people to be better drivers so that we can go with the flow better. If you see me merging, let me in. If you're gonna cut me off, put your turning signal. If we're gonna race, let me win. I believe you could do better in these streets, Miami, and let me be the judge of it, of whether you're improving or not. All right, Miami, that is it for the podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy 2024. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also be a part of our comedy community, and I'll see you at a show.